even if you're not a fan of Star Wars, I think that everyone pretty much has not been able to get away from the circus that the Star Wars franchise has become, especially since the acquisition of Disney when it's owned it, when it bought it from George Lucas. It has arguably lost a lot of its magic, and for particular reasons. There are still some fans who really enjoy it, but I would say most of the fans are not happy, and clearly not for the reasons that the opposition may say. And a lot of things Disney has done to the Star Wars franchise has been very questionable in my opinion. Just as like a lot of things that EA has done to the Star Wars game license is very questionable in my opinion. But I would think this hits a new low for Disney. Without a doubt hits a new low. I don't mind saying this is strictly vindictum. And we're going to talk about the fact that Disney has claimed the video for the Vader fan film. So buckle up, this is this Evility, the Evility perspective. Now, if you're not familiar with the Vader fan film, I believe it's called the Shards of the Past, the Darth Vader fan film. I saw it, I thought it was incredible. I was completely enthralled by this. I stayed away from fan films. I'm not quite sure why I did. I always kept seeing it pop up in my recommended. I saw the Darth Maul fan film pop up in my recommended. I saw the Vader one pop up in my recommended. And so I was like, you know, I might want to look at that later, but I never got around to it. And, one of my friends, Luke, he sent me a link. He said, dude, you need to check this out. This is amazing. And still I didn't look at it. I just kind of just glossed over it a little bit when he sent it to me. And I finally just saw and recommended it again. And I decided to watch it. And I was blown away by it. Absolutely blown away by it. It was everything that the Disney Star Wars films were not. It had emotion. There was no forced agenda. It sounded like Star Wars. It enthralled you. And it was just the most incredible thing. And the fact that it was fan-made just blew me away. Now, when it comes to the new Star Wars films, I saw Force Awakens. I enjoyed it. It wasn't, the best. It was very derivative of A New Hope, which wasn't necessarily a bad thing in my opinion. It wasn't a mark against it to me. It was, like I said, it wasn't my favorite. I don't like the fact that they, spoiler warning. Don't watch the video if you haven't seen it yet. I don't like the fact that they fucking killed my boy Han Solo. That rubbed me the wrong way. But I also know that Harrison Ford wanted that to happen. So that was probably something that he was like, I'll only come back if you'll fucking kill me. Pretty much how it happened. When it comes to The Last Jedi, I will be completely honest with you. The first time I saw it, I came out of the movie theater being like, that was the greatest Star Wars film I've ever seen. I'm not going to hide from that. That was my first initial thoughts. But as I started to think about it, the more problems I had with it. I guess the reason why I thought that the first time I saw it was I did allow that kind of Star Wars fandom, that hype to take over. And the fact the movie kept having so many twists and turns, it kind of, my mind was kind of tricked into believing that it was a better film than it actually was. That's the only thing I could think of, because looking back on it, I was like, how could the fuck did I think that was the greatest Star Wars film ever? Thank God I didn't put a YouTube video of it back then. So yeah, the first time I saw The Last Jedi, I really enjoyed it. But as the days went by, I started thinking more and more about it, started to unravel, and I realized that not only is it not a good film from a Star Wars standpoint, it's not a good film, period. It's just not. I mean, The Force Awakens isn't that good of a film to begin with. It has a lot of things that really don't make any sense, a lot of things that are forced. But, But The Last Jedi has so many things wrong with it. I'm not even going to go into detail about it because that's a whole different video. I'm not here to talk about that. What I'm here to talk about is the sliminess of Disney. Now, this gentleman from Star Wars Theory, that's who made the fan film. Star Wars Theory, if you don't know him, go check him out. Fantastic YouTube channel. They make such great content for Star Wars. I'm guessing, judging by the video I saw from him, because I don't have all my facts. I don't know all about it. I'm guessing he reached out to Disney before he made the fan film and was like, "Hey, how do I want to do this fan film. I want to do it without stepping on any toes. How do I do it?" And so Disney supposedly gave him a list of things he had to do to, do it correctly, and he abided by them. And as I recall, the fan film was solely or mainly funded by him. That's all. Like, he's the only one. Disney didn't help at all. Lucasfilm didn't help at all. And so he made the fan film. It came out. It was such a success with the fans. Like, I was thinking about going to see episode 9. I was thinking about it. Like, I was like, maybe I should give it a chance to redeem themselves. After seeing this film, though, I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm just done with Disney Star Wars. It's pathetic that Disney Star Wars keeps fucking over themselves because they're too bad about forced diversity. They're too worried about forcing agenda into their films. They're forcing political commentary. I have nothing against political commentary. Nothing at all. But it doesn't really fit the way that they're doing it. I'm sick and tired of their lame-ass characters who have no character development, no reason for their incentives, make no sense whatsoever. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with Disney Star Wars. I'm just gonna watch fan films now. Fuck it. In fact, nothing from now on, canonically, it doesn't matter. After Return of the Jedi, as far as films go, never happened. Force Awakens is not canon. Last Jedi is not canon. These fan films are canon. That's how, like, flipped I was. I was like, you know what? These fan films are canon, but Disney films are not. Fuck it all. And apparently, after he put out the video, Disney claimed it. They claimed the video. Yes, Disney claimed the video. And now they are getting all the revenue from that video. Are you freaking kidding me? And to answer your question, no, I'm not. I'm not kidding you whatsoever. I think the reason why they claimed it was there's like a music piece in there that's kind of similar to the Imperial March, but the dude hired a composer to make like Star Wars like music. I don't recognize any straight up music in there that was like, oh, that's the Imperial March. I don't recognize it. But apparently Disney did. It was manually claimed too, so it wasn't a bot. It wasn't detected. Someone literally looked up that video and made a manual claim on it to get all the revenue. I'm not even the dude that made the video, and that pisses me off. I am furious at that. I can only imagine how this guy feels. God, they don't even deserve it. They didn't make that amazing fan film. God damn. This is a new low for Disney. Absolutely, they've done several things that just are slimy, disgusting practices, but this is definitely a new low. I'm not one to rally boycotts. I don't really care about that type of stuff. For me, if you want to go see a movie, go see a movie. It's your money. You're wasting your time if well, not always. But that's how I feel about it. Like the episode 9, I don't want people not to go see it. If people really want to go see it, go see it. I mean, it's a waste of time for you if it sucks. It's a waste of time for me if I don't go see it, I guess. But yeah, I don't really worry about people who want to enjoy things that they enjoy, whether it's games, music, movies. Me personally, the only thing I do is I say whether or not I'm gonna go see it or play it, and if other people do, then no sweat. That's totally fine. I will say, however, that Disney doesn't deserve our financial support anymore. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve us to go. They don't deserve even one person to go see episode 9 at this point. They don't even deserve that. Because people are so sick of what they've done to Star Wars, the way they've handled it. And the fact that a group of fans have made a film that is like, I think it's 11 minutes, with a not that big of a budget, not as big as the Star Wars film budgets. And they've managed to make a better Star Wars movie than The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi combined. That is crazy. That is crazy. I feel so bad for Star Wars Theory right now. It's something they totally did not deserve. And I just want to take a moment to talk about it and just bring up the fact that This is just ridiculous. I know I'm not the only YouTuber who've done it. I've already seen videos. I'm not trying to jump on the bandwagon like, oh, I want to say how much it sucks too. But as someone who is a writer myself and someone who creates art myself, I felt like on a personal level, the empathy of, is that the right word? Yeah, the sympathy. Sorry, sympathy. Or no, it is empathy. My bad. I just woke up. Because I feel like I could so easily be in those shoes. I really do. And I really feel really bad for the guy as well. Shouldn't have happened to him. So yeah, this is the Evility perspective. Not that very much into. I tried to find an article about it to give me more detail so I could read it off for you guys. But the only articles I found were actually blogs, and they were written from a very biased standpoint. They were written, you know, in support of the guy. But I don't like reading biased articles when I'm doing an Evility perspective. I like to read actual articles that just lay the facts, are not influenced by opinion, because I read that and then I give you my opinion. So the only, you know, conflicting. I don't want to. There's just a thing about me. I like to read the facts straight up and then just provide my opinion of it. But yeah, this is a really new low for Disney. They don't deserve any financial support whatsoever. They really don't. If you're gonna go see episode 9, I hope you have a good time. I don't think that you're stupid or anything like that. Your money, like I said. But you know what? I think this is where I get off the train. Which sad to say. This is where I get off the train. If episode 9 turns out to be a good movie, okay, sure. But I'm gonna do my best to avoid paying for it at all costs. To be painfully honest with you. Because at this point, they don't deserve anything. They don't. So anyway, keep the coffee hot. As always, finish the fights. Make sure you give them hell, Chel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, I have Let's Plays coming out today. I know I've been kind of late. I got so tied up by the alien controversy. And I wanted to make a bunch of Evility perspectives of that. So the Let's Plays are coming out tonight. Keep coffee hot. I just said that. I'm sorry. See you guys in